Should we get into collecting Labubu's?
Yeah, I'm down to do some Labubu's, some damage. Yeah.
Labubu's. Do you think that'll pay out? You know, we sell them on the secondary market.
Yeah.
We buy them, you know. We go to where are Labubu's from? China?
Oh, if I had to venture a guess, yeah, probably China.
Or Japan?
I think China.
Okay. I mean, I don't get it at all. Labubu's.
I don't think
like like Funko Pops are stupid, but you go like, okay, I suck and I like Guardians of the Galaxy and I got to get all of them.
Yeah.
Labubu's is just like a plastic head, and then they're wearing different outfits.
They have different colors, I think.
They're different colors.
Yeah.
So you go, because I saw a woman online who's like addicted to Labubu's, and she's like in debt. She's spending all this money on credit cards to keep up with her Labubu addiction, and I don't get it. It's like,
at that point, just do heroin, till you die.
yeah, get a cool addiction.
Yeah, at least then you'll
It's less embarrassing.
Yeah, you have so many Labubus in your house. This was like an adult woman,
Yeah.
not a teenager.
No, an adult woman.
An adult woman. Okay. I think sometimes, as with any addiction, once you start down that slope and you surrender to oblivion, you go, well, what?
I'm the
Who cares?
Labubu lady now.
Yeah. And then you could be like that lady whose house is all Garfield or something. You're the Labubu. Except I don't think... listen, come back to me in 20 years if I'm wrong. But I don't think Labubu's going to have the same staying power as Garfield.
Yeah. It's going to be a Beanie Baby situation. You know, people are still probably opening storage lockers all around this great country, finding hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Beanie Babies.
I know everyone has this story, but this was all my sister, not me. I was cool. But my sister was very obsessed with Beanie Babies. I didn't care. Like, I didn't care if their tags got messed up or what. I liked them, but she would get the hard plastic tag protectors. She would get the plastic
Cases.
Trophy case for it. And my parents were just nice people, and they were like, okay, whatever you want. And once we were on a road trip, and there was this British bear called Britannia, I'm pretty sure. And there was this hotel called the Britannia that we saw on a billboard, like an old-timey painted billboard. And my sister got it into her head that she was going to find the Britannia Beanie Baby at this residence. And so she freaked out and told
It's probably just a coincidence that they're called the same thing, right?
Yeah, of course. It's just like a
it wasn't named
title.
the Beanie Baby, because some of the Beanie Baby, it's like the Princess Diana Beanie Baby.
Yeah, it wasn't the Princess Diana Beanie Baby Airbnb or whatever, but bed and breakfast. It was just a place called a B&B called the Britannia, and the only time my sister had ever heard that word was through Beanie Babies. And so she told my parents to pull over, and she sent my dad to the door, and he knocked on the door and asked if they had that Beanie Baby available, and they said, get out of my sight.
Man, y'all white folks is crazy.
Do you ever think about moments like that you put your parents through hell and you just feel so awful? Like, so that there's just there's no rectifying this. I just have to put it out
that
of my
wasn't even
mind.
you, though. That was your sister.
Yeah, but I've done similar
things. You ever
things.
think of things that Maureen has done that make you so disgusted?
I've done things like that, though.
The Beanie Babies thing, I get because, I got it when it was kids, that were obsessed with it. Because, when you're a kid, you just want things.
It's true.
You go to the museum and you're like, let's go to the gift shop. I want something from there.
Astronaut ice cream.
Yeah, which is shit. Which
no,
tastes
it's
like
really
garbage.
Good. I
No,
really
that's
like
not true.
astronaut
We've had
ice
this
cream.
argument before. It's freeze-dried garbage.
We've had this argument on the podcast?
Just in general.
Okay.
I think it's been a real
funny that this
touch and go thing for our
coming
relationship.
up for us.
What's your favorite ice cream, Catherine? Astronaut.
I'm not making you eat it. I'll have it.
Isn't it bullshit? Don't they not even eat that in space?
No, I don't.
It's just garbage they sell to kids. It's just styrofoam.
I think think they do. I think they do.
I don't think so.
I think they do.
I don't think so. But like, you know what I mean? Like, you just like
No,
you
I
want
don't remember
shit.
what you were saying.
You want stuff. You want to have stuff. You're like, I want more things. And then you go somewhere, and even if like if your parents are like, you can pick out one thing at the fucking gas station, and you're like, even if there's nothing there, you will pick something out so you can have it. So you can go, I have a new thing.
That triggered me. Yes, I'm finally locked into what you're saying.
So Beanie Babies
when you
is
said
like
gas
the
station.
grift is like there's always a new one for you to get, a new thing to have. And
Just
when you're like, you know, in this like manic state where you're like, I want a present, I want a gift.
Yeah.
Beanie Baby's always there for you to give you another stupid turtle.
It's exploitative because your parents know it's trash, but they want to make you happy. And this is exactly what Labubu's are. And honestly, any of us who are poor right now, just invent Labubus.
Yeah.
Just do something right now. Call it a squish.
Yeah.
Squish babies. And then
just start. If we could build like a beautiful box, like a cardboard box, we could just start selling shit around our apartment.
Yeah. What do you mean around our apartment?
Just stuff we don't want, you know?
Yeah,
just
we can
garbage.
do that. There's an app I have.
That's what like Pet Rock was, you know? That guy was a genius.
Yeah. Take my trash.
People just want something.
And here we are not making any money. We gotta utilize.
We gotta start buying Labubus.
Okay, we start buying Labubus and selling
and flipping them
for thousands of dollars. That'll work. That'll surely work. I'm gonna invent a website called howmuchdoiweigh.com. You go to howmuchdoiweigh.com and I'll tell you how much you weigh.
Does it say fat?
Yeah.
Because it's only available in the States.
Yeah. It does like it asks immediately if it can track your location as soon as you go into howmuchdoiweigh.com, and then you say yes, and if you're in the United States it just says fat.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, so trademark that, copyright, nobody else take that.
Okay. We'll set that up when we're done here.
You know what? I was watching Bridget Jones's diary before you came in, embarrassingly. The Edge of Reason, I believe. Whichever is the last one. It's set in the UK.
The Two Towers.
Yeah. Bridget Jones. The new batch. And it's set in the UK. And she's like always struggling with her weight. And I'm just thinking...
Oi, why is my face all squished up?
It is because I watched the end of the one before it, and then it goes 10 years later, I think. It jumps 10 years, and she looks so different. It's so jarring. I don't know. It's hard to get into the brilliant screenwriting. And
what is that shit? What is it? It's about just some broad who's like having
oh my God.
Trouble with some fellas.
Oh my God.
What isn't that what it is? She's got a diary.
My God.
Am I thinking of Anne Frank?
Stop. There's overlap for sure, but
with Anne Frank.
Well,
it's a shared universe.
Yes, handing
okay.
you.
All right,
they both have diaries. She's. I don't know how to explain it. No one's going to be on board with this. It's a trash series, but it was a book series that I read when I was in middle school, and I really liked it, and it kind of meant a lot to me. I shouldn't be saying this.
No, that's all white ladies. It's normal.
I know.
It's okay.
Yeah, but I want to be like, I was smoking clove cigarettes at 12.
Fugazi.
Yeah. No, I was reading Bridget Jones's diary.
Doing B&Es.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mexican jumping beans.
What?
I don't know. You know, Yellow Jackets.
Do you think Mexican jumping beans is a drug?
I bet you.
Is that? I was trying to figure out what the fuck you were talking about.
I bet you there is a drug where that's like its street nickname. For sure.
Maybe.
For sure. Speed from Mexico.
Could
Speed
be.
from Tijuana. No, I was doing basic lady stuff, but she's got diarrhea and she struggles with her weight. This is very problematic for 2025, but she like every day she has like a goal weight, and every diary entry she says how many pounds she is that day and what she ate.
She's like, I'm a pig. I'm 119 pounds.
Yeah, I don't even remember, but I'm sure it would be like horrifying to people to see now what it was. She's probably like 130 pounds and she wants to be like 110 or something. But yeah, she says everything she ate, and then I started doing it. But I did opposite Bridget Jones, because when I was in middle school, I weighed like 90 pounds and I was really scrawny. And so I would...
We fixed it. It worked. Congratulations. You reached your goal and then some. I'm proud of you.
I'm weeping. Anyway, so I would copy Bridget Jones. I'd write in my diary every day how much I weighed and what I ate, and I was trying to get to 100 pounds so that I could fit into a pair of jeans and like have an ass. It never happened. I mean, at the time.
Yeah. But since then, you know.
yeah.
Isn't it crazy? Do you ever think about like Ozempic just came into our lives and it's just this thing that's here now, and isn't it crazy that we cured fatness?
I hate it. It feels like Black Mirror. It's not. You've said this before and I don't like it. Even just marveling at technology.
But it's something people
like,
said forever. Like, what if you could just, you know, take a pill and
take
then
a pill and then your gut falls out of your ass and you stink like shit.
Your eyes start bleeding and your cheeks cave in.
But look how thin you are. Yeah, no, I think it's fucking stupid. I don't like it.
Yeah.
There are people, I get ads for like whatever. You're going to make fun of me. I don't know why I'm getting ads for...
You always ask me questions like I also get these. You ever get those videos?
No,
where
you're just gonna...
face massaging where you like massage wrinkles out of your face.
Oh, we can get to that.
I'm like, no, mostly it's, you know, just anime like furry stuff with big tits.
Yeah, well, consider yourself blessed. But no, like Wegovy or whatever, all those. It's usually like Gen Z girls who want to lose 5 pounds. And I'm like, how fucking lazy. They're not like overweight people. They're just like, I want to have a perfect body for
It's
summer.
ads?
Yeah, I'm getting on Instagram.
So are they like marketing this to people who are,
yeah,
you know,
like,
who just
hey,
had like a
pig.
Thanksgiving dinner or something and need to...
Well, they probably, honestly, it's probably attached to my credit card, and they know I've been making blueberry tarts and cinnamon buns going to...
No, I'm just saying, like, do these companies market to people who just want to lose a few pounds, like 10 pounds?
Well, I'm telling you right now, this is what the ad is. So, I mean, that kind of answers your question.
Well, I didn't really understand if you were saying ads or just like
it's an Instagram ad. No, it's an Instagram ad using influencers, and they're like, I want to lose 5 pounds, and they consult with the doctor, and it's basically like they're trying to expand their market, and they're like, this isn't just for like very overweight people. You could take it too. Anybody who wants to lose a single pound should be on.
Don't you have to be on it for the rest of your life, though?
I don't know, but all of it feels so insane to me that if you just need to lose a few pounds, you just want to drop a tiny bit of weight, that you would spend all of this money and take a drug with side effects instead of just like diet change. Yeah,
but it also it's like what if our government didn't fill everything with or allow these terrible dyes and sugars and stuff? It's like okay, we're gonna still make this terrible food and not have any restrictions on what you can put in the ingredients. That's what's fucked up about it. But you know, we'll give you this so you can keep eating Doritos, but now you only crave 6 of them. That is exactly what I was saying without articulating when you said, like, isn't it crazy that we beat fatness? It's wrong. It's wrong that you could eat terrible chemical laden, does it make sugar infused food and
lose weight.
Does it make you not hungry, or does it make you? Does it just like you could still eat the same amount and it just like goes away?
I thought it was an appetite suppressant.
Yeah, I think so too.
But yeah, I don't know. I know it makes you shit your ass and you stink like death, but
Makes you shit a lot?
yeah, well, I don't know. There's article after article that's contradictory. Like Ozempic's gonna kill you, or Ozempic is actually might cure cancer, or Ozempic makes you shit your pants, or it actually helps
It is
you
really
retain
funny
muscle mass.
how many people were like, I'm body positive. I'm a fat liberationist.
And then they're like, oh, what?
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, it's a shot?
Excuse me?
I like being fat. I think it's good. And then you just, open a vein.
It's just scary. I don't like it. I was laughing so hard when you called me fat that now I'm like, oh, my sinuses are fucked up.
Get it together.
I mean, I'd do it if you
Oh yeah,
if
if you're struggling with your weight your whole life, well, fucking why not?
Right.
I would do it immediately.
I'm not going to be that like sanctimonious about it.
It's not like I don't think it's an indictment on like people who want to lose a bunch of weight and have tried everything. It's just like, how do we get here in the first place? Why is everybody so fat? Shut up. We cured it. Don't worry about it.
I saw a photo of what chickens used to look like back in like the 30s and then in the 60s and now, and they were just like little thin tiny little fowl, and now they are the size of Ford F-150s.
They got big fat
They are
tits.
so big. They're like bowling balls. It's crazy. They claimed it was just some Instagram post. This is where I get all of my information, but they're like, it's not steroids. Steroids are actually banned in most countries, even the U.S., in chickens. But they've just sort of selectively bred, and also
the food maybe.
Yeah, and they feed them shit that makes them bulk up.
I'm sure that's not being passed on to us in any way.
They still pump them with antibiotics, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I want to eat healthy, and then I'll go to Trader Joe's and get a bunch of vegetables and stuff, and I'm like, there's no way this is doing it.
I know. Sometimes I go to Target and I get shit, and I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, this lettuce has been in here for a fortnight.
If you're getting your produce from Target,
well,
you might be.
What, a gentrifier?
yeah, something.
Well,
it's just not
$400 at the bodega.
Yeah, fuck that.
Can't wait till Zoran comes in here and curb stomps all these motherfuckers.
He burns.
Slaps a burqa on your fat ass, starts bringing the global jihad and doing all government grocery stores where you buy gruel and Soylent and solves all our problems.
Remember when Zoran won the primary? Marjorie Taylor Greene posted a picture of the of the Statue of Liberty in a burqa.
Yeah.
And said, "This hits hard."
This hits hard, yeah.
We were like, "Whoa."
Whoa, it does.
That does hit hard. What else hits hard?
I don't know.
I forget what we were saying. Hits hard, like a tiger riding a motorcycle.
Yeah,
This hits hard.
Like those old trapper keepers.
Yeah, that hits hard as well.
What about like Mount Rushmore, but it's all Osama bin Laden?
That does hit hard.
Hits
that
hard.
Actually hits pretty hard.
Zoran's gonna do that. Or just putting a burqa on the Empire State Building with a burqa, Mr. Met or Mrs. Met.
Yeah, Miss Met. Wait, did you say the Empire State Building?
Yeah,
Not even like a humanoid?
Yeah, just everything.
All the taxis are going to have burqas on them. People are going to be crashing into each other. Oh, man. I can't wait. Sometimes I go out and I'm like, I don't want people to look at my face right now.
Honestly, if he globalized the Intifada, but he also froze rent,
yeah,
you'd have to be like, oh, I got to give it to him on the rent thing.
Right, yeah.
You know? Plus, I don't even really know what that first thing is.
I don't think anybody does, frankly. Remember what's his name? Joe Scarborough. He kept calling it infantadas.
Fucking
Empanadas.
Mayor Adams calls it the infantada.
Infantada. To be fair, you said antifada.
Did I?
Yeah, you're thinking of Antifa because we just saw. What was that called? Eddington.
Superman.
And Superman. Listen, AMC A-list, folks.
Yeah.
We got to see it
We're
all.
VIPs. By the way, if you go to AMC and you see that there's 2 lines and one says A-list, get your ass over to the fucking poor people line and get the fuck out of my way because I'm buying Twizzlers. I get to go before you. That's what it's a yellow. It's different stanchions. You can read it. It says it the entire time you're in line. Fuck out of here. Get back to coach.
These interlopers.
Yeah.
How quickly we became elitists when we downloaded the AMC A-list members app. We were like, well.
Well, I'm not going to pay for it and not get my benefits.
No, it is crazy. Like, people just... And I've done it myself before I was an A-list member, but people are just like, I'm just going to get in whatever line I want. No one is regulating this whatsoever.
Move out of the way. I got to get to the trailer of Freakier Friday.
It's even freakier than last time.
Look at her face.
That's true. Naked Gun and Freaky Friday in theaters, or Mission Impossible, or a Smurfs movie. Which sequel do you want to see, folks? Oh, how about I Know What You Did Last Summer? How about Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah. What were you saying about?
A-list members?
Yeah. Eddington.
You know what's...
Is that what it's called?
It's kind of funny. I'm like so mad at all these sequels because they can't make original movies. And then I go see Eddington and I'm like... Maybe we should
go to Lilo and Stitch.
That being said, I kind of liked Eddington. I didn't hate it, but
I don't know if it accomplished everything it wanted to. It's the Ari Aster film with Joaquin Phoenix, but I think there was a lot of cool stuff in the movie because something I'm saying to you all the time is that everybody now lives in a world that is a reaction to 2020. Mm-hmm. Like, people are constantly complaining about things that aren't really happening anymore, you know?
What do you mean?
Like I just saw a clip of Joe Rogan and he's still fucking bitching about this time he was on CNN and they said he wanted to eat horse paste or whatever. And it's like, I understand that pissed you off, but because that pissed you off so much that year, and it wasn't just a year, it was like a few years where everybody lost their mind. You decided to endorse Donald Trump, and now you're reckoning with what's going on with him. You know, you got to go on your podcast and kind of do this like weird, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, or not acknowledge the fact that you were at the inauguration and you gave him this platform that really helped him seal the deal, and you're best friends with Elon Musk. And you have all these relationships because of how aggrieved you felt in 2020. And I feel like that's true with so many people. A lot of people still bitching about woke stuff. And it's like, it's over. Shane Gillis was like persona non grata after the, Chinese accent thing. Got kicked off of SNL. Now he's everywhere. It's done. Like, people aren't getting canceled. They're relitigating Harvey Weinstein's, case. And you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and everybody still lives in this time period. And then in Eddington, which takes place in 2020 and like addresses all this stuff, reminds you why it's not valid to live this way, where you're always looking backwards and thinking like what they did to straight white men or whatever. But then you go back and you relive it like through a movie, and you're like, wow, everybody really did collectively lose their shit in different ways and became so profoundly ridiculous, and nobody has really, I don't know.
No, everyone's forever changed.
Through it.
Yeah.
So many people are still aggrieved and doing things and making decisions that are kind of a fuck you to whoever they were mad at back then, and it's just not applicable anymore. You know what I mean? You don't have to do an anti-woke comedy special because we're not making Two Dope Queens anymore. but you're still mad. You're still pissed off.
Is that what every anti-woke comedy special
That's why I was doing it.
A reaction to?
Yeah.
Just that. Yeah, no, I mean, it did feel like when I found out what the plot was, that it was set in 2020, you feel two ways about it. Like, oh, that feels too soon. Do we need to relive this? But then again, now...
No, I think we do because we never worked through it.
Yeah.
And like there are people among us who said and believed some of the wildest shit, you know, because they had all this time on their hands.
Yeah.
And, you know, everybody was having extreme reaction to the culture at the time.
Yeah. And there are so many people, but I'll lump myself in. I don't have any specifics, but everyone behaved so bizarrely and a lot of times poorly. And there are so many people who are never going to have to apologize for that. And it's just...
This is what I'm saying, right? This is where a lot of people's mindsets are. And they go like, they're still in this like amped up fuck you mode because they have these people in mind that they're like, that person's never going to have to pay for what they did and said and what they believed. And I want my justice for that. And then it compels
me with my perfect politics.
Right, exactly. And then it compels you to act in a ridiculous way to own a certain group.
Yeah.
And you're like, the moment has passed. And like, there are bigger problems. There are different problems.
It's weird that it's been 5 years, but it's like that feeling after a fight where like when it's way over and you're still just, you're like shadow boxing.
But it doesn't allow people to be in the moment and reckon with the current situation we're in. There's also been just a wild overcorrection where, you know, we went from no more straight white men and sit down and shut up and listen and all that stuff. And then we shifted over to like Andrew Tate, trad wife, you know, or just like straight fascist, like not in the way that people will pick a politician and just slap a fascist label on them. But like I was just watching Mehdi Hassan debate some people and like self-identifying fascists and
people are self-identifying?
Yeah, like Christian nationalists and stuff. And it's like this reaction to, oh, what they did to us, the lockdowns and the, you know, and the scolding and stuff. And I mean, and then Eddington shows you like it was crazy, you know, people standing up and being like, and I don't even have a right to be up here and speak because of my privilege. And
yeah, but then also people having absolute fucking meltdowns over masking and being like, it's my constitutional right to fucking walk through this Key Foods without a mask on.
Well, I mean, the whole thing was bad shit. You had people telling us the masks worked, they didn't work. And then you had people like, you know, I remember walking around with Nick Milton in this neighborhood, like drinking a beer because we weren't allowed to be anywhere. And a lady followed us and filmed us because we weren't wearing masks. We were outside. So
and you
it was
weren't
just
near anybody else. You were just with each other.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
We were like by the East River.
Well, what I was going to say is that when I first heard it was set in 2020 and I was like, oh God, it's too soon. If you set a movie like this in 2035, it's not going to have the same impact. We need to reckon with some of this stuff, like you said. But I also think it's kind of a litmus test how you feel at the end of like where your politics lie about like what bothered you and what didn't, and who you think was rightfully lampooned and who was unfairly mocked. Because like I read the New Yorker critique of it, and I agree with a lot of the like technical criticisms that it was kind of all over the place and the blah 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 plot wise stuff like that.
Yeah, it wasn't like the best movie ever, but it had these moments that drew you back into that time.
Yeah, absolutely. But the writer was particularly miffed about some of the representation of liberals, which I think is very funny because it's kind of like proving Ari Aster's point, right?
Yeah.
A little bit. That you're like
that nobody learned any lessons.
That you're still playing this game.
Yeah.
You're still playing the right-left game. And that you're like, it seems to me that because you haven't mentioned it, that the representation of the right, you were like, yes, duh, idiots, correct. And then, whoa, I don't like how my team is being portrayed, especially because they made a point to say, I wonder how if Ari Aster would take such a playful tone if it were Israel-Gaza protests in 2025. It's like, well, that's a different fucking thing.
It's completely different.
That's not the same. It's just, like I said, I think it just kind of proves his point that the tribalism is still there. You should be able to say, like, yeah, we did do that, and it was pretty goofy.
Yeah. And it really, I don't know if the movie made a stance on like who was right and who was wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was more about like
beholder.
Everybody lost it,
yeah.
and then to go like, oh, but the right and the left, and it's like everybody lost it in their own specific way. And it also, I mean, it's about a small town where these issues that everybody was so upset about hadn't really touched this town yet, you know?
Yeah.
Like it was this there's like 4,000 people in the town or something, and then the chaos of the culture started to leak in, and people start looking at each other different and seeing each other's race, and like it was just like about a collective insanity that we all felt during that time. The weird thing I thought was that they portrayed Antifa as billionaires that were like on a private jet and had all access to all this equipment and stuff, and that seems to be some kind of stance that he's taking, that actually, you know, those people who were a part of that movement were funded by somebody else.
Well,
like,
there are a lot of
that?
Conspiracy theorists who say that.
Yeah, I know, but he's one of them. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
Like he's signing off on that idea.
Maybe the New Yorker writer was right. I don't know.
The funniest line in the whole movie is from like a conservative guy. So.
Well, that's what the right. Did you read the whole?
I did, yeah.
The writer of the New Yorker opinion piece or whatever seems to think that that's Ari Aster's stance. Like, that is Ari Aster speaking, basically, in that moment.
Yeah, but that guy isn't really wrong, though, is he?
I know.
Because there's this character, this young kid who wants to get laid, so he starts using like anti-racist white fragility talking points to try to impress this woman, and he kind of goes down this rabbit hole and becomes this ridiculous person. But at the same time, and then his dad eventually makes fun of him. It's he calls him retarded, and it's the big laugh of the movie. But at the same time, there's another character who's gone down the QAnon rabbit hole, and she thinks all kinds of wacky stuff about, clearly
Ari Aster's
like elites being pedophiles, which turned out to be true, though. So I don't really.
He's clearly using a mocking tone there as well. Do you remember the first thing that kid says at like a bonfire with all the cool anti-racist kids that he wants to be friends with? He's like, yeah, but there's like different levels of privilege, right? There's like class and they all stare at him like he has 3 heads.
Yeah. And what do they say? They're like, why don't you go get your red hat?
Oh, yeah. And then he goes home and reads Robin DiAngelo or whatever.
That's a cool moment, because that goes to show you, I mean, we're all just so suspicious of each other now. It's like, if you say, or if Ari Aster is saying that in 2020, the conversation around gender and race and civil rights and stuff got a little out of control and started to get goofy and non-productive, the person who wrote this article goes, "Oh, I bet they hate gay people or something. I bet Ari Aster hates gay people. I bet he wants to get rid of all the immigrants or something." And it's like, can't we make this critique without you assuming that like the hero in the story is the other side, the people that were like,
This person was a very good writer. I had to pull out my dictionary many times when I was reading this article, but I do think it's a very sort of elementary interpretation of art. If you're going, oh, this character said this, therefore that's what Ari Aster thinks.
Yeah. It's what I was saying before. It's all a hangover from that time period.
Yeah, we're doing 2020 dog whistling again, where it's like all subtext. What are your secret meanings, Ari
Are you
Aster?
in the good group?
Yeah. How about we lay it all out there and analyze? My only real critique of Ari Aster is that he's kind of like fucking incoherent sometimes. Like, you compared him to the Coen brothers a little bit, and I agree, but not as well executed.
Yeah, you could tighten it up.
Yeah, he just like shit will happen, and it's just why he just like gets wacky with it. It's like he's got a paintbrush and he's going, oh, well, how about this, and just splashing shit, and you're like, I don't know about that one though. That's kind of messy, and it feels like unmotivated sometimes. It's like the movie will take these turns, and it feels like he's trying to, I don't know, just like surprise you, I guess, but also be like a little impressed with himself. He wants you to be like, whoa, he's eccentric and interesting.
Yeah.
But it's untethered sometimes.
I kind of felt that way about Joaquin Phoenix too. Some of the choices he was making, I was like,
you know, he's one of my favorite, if not my favorite actor of all time, which is I decided this when I was like 13 and I watched Walk the Line, and I haven't really reassessed since, so whatever. But I have to agree that you pointed out that he does this like little baby voice.
yeah, he has this like bizarre way of speaking, like a little kid.
Yeah.
And it's strange to watch a police chief, or what is he, a police sergeant?
Sheriff.
Whatever.
That's like the main thing that they say it all the time. It's written everywhere.
Shut up.
What is he, like he's in the French Foreign Legion? He's like some sort of...
And they didn't even have a super dog in it.
Yeah. This is our segue. What would you give Eddington? I gave it on Letterboxd a 3.5 out of 5, which is the real
fair
coward's assessment, I think. It's didn't love it, didn't hate it.
I wish it was better and more accessible, just because
there's so much you want to say about that.
Yeah. Because it's this point I keep trying to make, where it's just like, guys, this was... We were all here. We were all there during that time. Let's not try to recreate it now, or let's not try to punish people. I mean, I have my own grievances all the time about the direction the culture is moving, and the way people behave is disgusting, you know? And then, but you can't get your vengeance, and you can't change things by supporting somebody who's insane just to own the other side, or
there's a lot
to say the most heinous thing imaginable, because because you know what, I think a lot of people got addicted right after 2020 to punishing all these like kind of liberal white fragility people, because for a little while it was pretty fun. And I was guilty of it too, especially with the stuff I was listening to. It was because these people were all powerful for a while.
Well, I mean, it's a very natural reaction to someone scolding you.
Yes.
And like, while the right had all their fucking problems, the scolding elicits a direct and specific reaction.
Yeah, well, I felt like there was a brief moment there where it wasn't even right and left. It was just like there was this group of people who was always bothering you and telling you what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to shut the fuck up. You're supposed to speak out, you know, just always waving a finger at you. And then there was this kind of collective pushback from all kinds of different people who were just like, why don't you shut the fuck up? And that was really fun for a while to watch, because like I was going to say, they were all powerful for a couple of years. They really took control of everything, every movie, every award show, everything.
Yeah, and it is very satisfying for somebody with oppositional defiance to, you know, to retaliate. And it turns out a lot of us have that.
Yeah.
Turns out almost everybody does. And it's not healthy.
But it's over now.
Yeah.
It's done.
You can't join MAGA because you're mad about shrimp
that's what I'm saying. You can't go to the president's inauguration. This guy who's making a alligator prison. A cartoon bad guy, a guy who steals the FIFA trophy and just takes it home to the Oval Office because he likes it.
That's cool, actually.
The most insane guy ever.
Yeah, you feel good about that?
The best friends with the most prolific pedophile of all time.
Yeah.
You know, they're not nagging you anymore. They're just saying, please.
At the very least, not even from a moral standpoint, it's just not the correct answer. You don't.
It's
there's
baby
no way.
shit.
Yeah, I
it's
know.
baby brain shit. It's like, it stopped being owning the libs and started being just like owning everybody.
Yeah.
You're just
very
standing on a pile of rubble
trigger happy now.
that used to be your house, and you're like, cry more, bitch. Got your ass. Then an alligator bites you.
You did it. Good job. Now nobody wins. So that's where we are now.
Yeah.
4 more years.
Speaking of like getting your vengeance and stuff, it is nice to see what's happening now though with this Jeffrey Epstein thing, where like it just seems to all be imploding on the like MAGA side.
Oh yeah.
This Andrew Schultz stuff that's happening has been very entertaining to me because never been a fan.
Was he on the Lolita Express? Is that
Yeah.
Did he stomp his little sneakers on the LE?
They actually tried to traffic him because they thought he was 13 because he kept saying dead ass. And he's wearing little capri pants.
Damn.
And sneakers. they thought he was. They didn't see him. They just heard him. They thought he was a 12-year-old black boy.
He sounds, yes. So wait, what's going on with him?
Well, he was one of these guys that. Oh man, I where do I even start?
I don't know.
Rogan suffers from what we've been talking about. This like reactionary bullshit where he was so mad that he wanted to take his medication and CNN made fun of him for it. And so he goes, well, I like Trump now. I'm having Trump on. We're going to interview him. He did try to interview Kamala, but the Trump administration figured out that they could use this guy's anger and, ride on his teeny tiny back all the way to the White House. And they did it. And Andrew Schultz, who has always been a guy who will do whatever to stay relevant and famous and rich, and sucks up to Rogan because that's the guy. That's the guy that makes you. That's the Johnny Carson of our generation.
Oh God.
He goes, I'll have Trump on, and he tried to have Kamala on too, and she wouldn't do it. But
Kamala's smart about how stupid she is.
No, she should have gone on that stuff.
No.
Well, you're right. She would have done a bad job.
Yeah, that's what
her
I'm saying.
Subway takes got deleted.
Subway takes. She can't even have a fucking Subway take.
She's like, bacon is a... What did she say?
Bacon's a spice.
Her take was bacon is a spice on Subway takes.
And they
had to
couldn't
delete it.
That's so funny. It's so funny to think of her at the end just being like, man.
Blew it.
Can we just scrap that? That's
So Trump goes on the Andrew Schultz podcast. They basically suck him off the whole time, and then he backs Trump. He's like, I'm voting for Trump. All those fuckers on that podcast decided that's what they were going to do. And then, now with all the Epstein stuff and Rogan kind of not being the driving force in the culture anymore, he's pulling back and he's like critiquing him. And everybody's like, well, fuck you. What did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
How did he convince you that he was a good guy? Are you the dumbest person in the world? And now he's all upset and he's doing all this like cope where he's saying like, oh yeah, we're really that powerful. We got Trump elected. You were part of it.
I don't understand why this is a thing though, because I caught some of those clips of him reacting to this, and it reminds me of what you were saying about Joe Rogan. It's like, you're so upset that people are mad at you. Just shut up. Like, you just sound like such a baby.
Yeah.
Like this is a huge deal that you're getting criticism. Like, just ignore it. Talk about.
Well, this is
sneakers.
Andrew Schultz is like desperate for attention and validation. That's like his whole thing, and he's a vibes guy. So
good. That's I gotta say the vibes are impeccable.
Immaculate. I mean, this is why he's a 40-year-old guy saying skibbity or whatever. He's trying to always stay on top of the thing, and it's so obvious. And you're just because Trump's approval rating is crumbling because it turns out.
Why? What happened? How come? Can I say one thing though? Devil's advocate here.
I suppose.
If you are basing your decision on like who to vote for on Andrew Schultz or Joe Rogan or whatever podcast you listen to, this included, I think we have the president that we deserve. I think
that is true, but podcasting did become the mainstream media. It's the thing people go to get their information from, whether that's good or bad. I mean, it's obviously bad. It's obviously bad.
It's bad.
But before that, what was
this
it?
Podcast, like if you got your information from how often I say wrong things.
Better than
everything I say is wrong.
No.
Imagine just walking around spitting factoids that you heard on this podcast.
Yeah.
Sometimes I will wake up in a cold sweat and I think about how in one of the podcasts I said that the movie with Julianne Moore, where she has dementia, is called Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. That's not true.
That's really what.
That's a Martin Scorsese film from the 70s with Ellen Burstyn.
For me, it's The Man I Killed and
yeah,
the
just
village,
that one thing.
The Village I Torched.
There are 100 examples of that, though. You just talk and talk and talk, and then sometimes you listen back and you're like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sorry. This is where everyone gets their information. Get on them.
Oh, boy. I don't know what I was saying.
No, you were saying. I think you were saying that there's a special onus on people.
I know. I think all that's true. What you're saying is true. You shouldn't be going to Joe Rogan or Andrew Schultz for your information. But what frustrates me is just. I mean, I was pissed off the entire time that this cabal of podcasting hacks got together and seemed to like just usher out everybody who wasn't in their dumbass little community and had a stranglehold on all of our media for a long time. Like, that's totally true. But what's pissing me off now is that now that it's crumbling, you know, Rogan is still kind of, I mean, he's definitely still best friends with Elon Musk and stuff. And now that he's like a quadrillionaire who lives as a god king in Austin, he's got this whole complete different perspective on the world, and he's kind of going down with the ship, mildly critiquing Trump here and there. But what pisses me off about Andrew Schultz is he just rides the vibes, and now he's going Democratic socialist, and he's talking about how like Bernie is the best and it should have always been Bernie. No, and you can't jump from that ladder to the other one, you know. It doesn't work like that. And we're all not supposed to notice that you're willing to just change everything about yourself when you feel like a little bit of criticism is coming in, or you try to get ahead of the criticism, and then you act like irritated when people point this out, that it was so obvious that, because Trump was already president, by the way. You know, did he do all the stuff
we need a change.
That you thought he was going to do?
We need the last president.
Yeah, that's crazy. So he's gonna really shake things up. He already did it. He didn't do all this stuff. And even just like, you're telling me that Trump might be in the Epstein files? Who could have guessed?
Jeff Epstein?
It's crazy. I mean, just like the amount. Is there anybody that there's more footage of with Epstein than Trump?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Just partying, pointing at ladies, doing like
just looking like cartoonishly evil.
Yes.
Yeah. Andrew Schultz is gonna be wearing a burqa come November.
Yeah, that goes hard. Or that hits hard.
You could tell it's him though. He's still like slapping his knees.
yeah. His little capri pants are sticking out the bottom.
All those guys on the couch, all four of them are in burqas.
What's with the two guys on that show that aren't the two main guys?
They don't speak.
How much money do those guys make?
I don't know, but I'm so jealous. I don't want to have to say anything on my podcast. I just want to sit there and listen and not really listen.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? And not listen at all, actually.
I feel like I had other stuff, but
about
I don't remember.
Eddington, about Superman. We also saw Superman.
Superman was fun.
That has somehow become a big talking point
for
the left
so,
versus the right, which I still don't understand.
Well, I mean, it's because it's like Israel-Palestine. And like,
but didn't
Elon
James Gunn
Musk
say no? It's not.
I think he said that. I think he said that the movie was written in 2023, like turned in 2023, and you know, the conflict hadn't escalated to the point it is now. And like, what's funny to me, and you know, that would mean like Elon Musk wasn't involved in Doge yet. So what's funny about that is if that's true, then that means just all of our leaders' decisions and the way the world is just neatly maps onto all of the supervillains that he created in his head.
Yeah.
It just happened to work out perfectly, which I think is reasonable. I think that might be possible.
It's
you know?
so
Be
simple.
like, oh, Lex Luthor, how could a guy like this exist? A tech billionaire who is driven by jealousy and ego and is willing to kill people. It's like,
Well, 2023 wasn't that long ago. Certainly Elon was making moves. I mean, a bunch of people. They were out there manipulating.
right, but he wasn't, the villain he is now.
Right, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the eye of the public.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It is just...
And like the whole Israel-Palestine thing, it's like that guy, the leader of the fake country is, just a cartoon version of BB. Just this obnoxious, like...
He shouldn't have called it
bloodthirsty-
Israel Rovia.
Yeah.
It was a little...
No, it was always called that in the comics.
Oh, okay.
And the comics came out in the 1920s before Israel even existed.
Wow. Okay.
Actually, Israel is based on
the Marvel.
Action Comics number 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. DC.
How dare you?
Is it?
Yeah,
What
it's
is
DC.
Superman? Okay.
I thought it was fun, though.
It was fun. It was. It was very fun. I went to the Italian festival beforehand, and we saw a movie at 11 p.m. on a work day. So I was struggling to.
Oh, were you falling asleep?
I was like, I wasn't actually falling asleep, but I was like shaking, like, I need this to be over now.
Yeah.
Even though it was good, it was very like, I like that kid who's playing Superman.
Yeah, I think I don't give a shit about Superman, but they did certain things that made you go like, okay, I get it. I get the appeal of this character. Like little shit, like he has this dog that's terrible,
Mm-hmm.
And Lex Luthor takes the dog, and Lois Lane is like, he's like, I gotta go get my dog. And Lois Lane is like, you have a dog? He's like, yeah, he's not even a very good dog, but he's probably scared and alone. It's like little moments like that where Superman is just, he's so fucking good, you know?
It's very relatable.
Yeah.
I was thinking about my very
Noah came
bad
home
dog.
and was like, oh, wow, look at that.
Well, look at this.
If he had superpowers, she'd just eat herself to death.
I don't know. I'm not a big enough nerd to know which one or if it even has a name, but her eyes are so big. She looks like one of the aliens at the cantina in Star Wars. Yeah, maybe with like the horn mouth. Is that a real thing?
And then like slurps up the drink.
Yeah, she looks like that. That's what my dog looks like. To the listeners, not Ian's dog.
Your dog? Huh. Wow, it's your dog when she's cute. She takes a big watery shit. It's my dog.
That's right. Those are the rules. As Fraser Crane says, Ian, I don't make the rules. I just enjoy them.
Okay. I think that's good, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, wait, hold on. If you live in Michigan, we're going to be screening our short film at the Motor City Nightmares Film Festival this upcoming Saturday, which I believe is the 26th.
Yeah, it's got to be. You know what?
Yeah, the 26th at 4:30.
4:30?
Prime time, baby.
4:30 for sure? That is not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Some people get like 11 a.m.
Come out. There's going to be like autograph signings
by me.
by Catherine.
All right, whatever you want. All right, Freddy Krueger.
Set up a booth next to the guy who plays Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, just draw little hearts.
Yeah, I'll do it for half the price.
I can write his name. I can spell all your names. I'll do it. Yeah, so come see us.
You could be like, I was the baby in Rosemary's Baby.
That's a really good idea. I don't know. Well, I would be very...
That's what all these people are. They're like, I was the kid in The Shining or something. And you go, I don't know.
Super old at this point. People are going to be like, you look amazing for being 60. But that's a great idea. Should we do that?
Yeah.
We should just go to cons across the nation and be like,
Catch Me If You Can style.
yeah.
We get into smaller those people make a fucking killing. They sell like fucking $30 autographs. Shake a few hands.
One of the most famous Real Housewives is the little girl from Halloween. from the original Halloween.
Really?
Yeah. And her name's Kyle.
Weird.
So many crazy things.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta go.
Okay. Bye.